Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Australian comic Jim Jeffries has fired back at American stand-up Jerry Seinfeld after the sitcom star lobbed a thinly veiled threat at him on home turf. Seinfeld, 70, was on stage at Sydney's Qudos Bank Arena in June when his set was disrupted by a pro-Palestinian heckler. In response, the TV star sarcastically claimed the heckler had solved the humanitarian crisis, before drawing an analogy between the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza and Australia's checkered history of treatment of First Nations people. He then jokingly threatened to interrupt an Australian comedian in retaliation. How about this? I will screw up Jim Jeffries at a show in New York. If this works, to solve the Gaza crisis, that will work, to help First Nations people, the TV star told the crowd. Radio hosts Kyle Sandilands and Jackie O. Henderson asked Jeffries about the threat on Tuesday morning's Kyle and Jackie O. show. Jeffries, 47, who is playing his second Sydney show on Wednesday, told the hosts he has never met Seinfeld but the pair share mutual friends. I don't know if he meant that as a threat, but I'm so up for that, Jeffries said. He went on to joke that if I was halfway through a show in New York and was being heckled, and that heckler was Jerry Seinfeld talking about Aboriginals, as he's being dragged out, all we'd hear is. The rest of the remarks were bleeped out of the broadcast. Sandilands, 53, said he didn't even realize that Jeffries had been brought up in the same comedy set because the Australian media cut this out. Because, they don't want to go down the Aboriginal road, Sandilands said before playing the unedited audio. In it, Seinfeld addressed Australia's own history with racial issues. Because I know there are problems here, with Indigenous Aboriginal people and the whites, he noted. Seinfeld has been a vocal supporter of Israel since the conflict with Hamas began in October 2023. The Sydney-born, Perth-raised funny man is no stranger to public beef. A heckler at Jeffries' recent Perth show was forcibly removed by security, all while Jeffries heckled back from the stage that the angry punter should try to King fight him. Part of the incident, which happened at HBF Stadium in Perth, was captured on video by radio host Robbie Von Klitzing, who is temporarily co-hosting Hit WA with Carly Porch, and shared his account of what happened with listeners. He revealed that the audience upset came after US-based Aussie comic Jeffries had made some jokes about American politics, taking aim at Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. Trump fans don't have a sense of humor about Trump, Jeffries told Kyle and Jackie O when Sandilands pressed him on why he isn't voting for Trump. Because it makes it harder for comedians. He makes it harder for us, Jeffries said. Explaining the Perth incident, the comic said he'd been making a joke about how the former U.S. president was trying to appeal to younger voters by getting his ear pierced. That's funny, Jackie O interjected. I'm not condoning an assassination attempt or anything like that, but it was weird that the crowd started chanting USA USA, Jeffries continued. Sandilands was adamant that politics doesn't have a place in comedy and tried to steer the conversation with a few baiting jabs at the very liberal California where it's all about the blokes wearing the lipstick and the high heels. Jeffries didn't indulge. I think we have the silent majority, he answered, taking the political neutral ground. I think the far left and the far right are both going on with what they're going on with, and most of us are going, everyone's bloody crazy.